Om Shanti. Good evening and welcome on this Halloween evening, Diwali evening. Happy Diwali for those who celebrate Diwali and happy Halloween for those who celebrate Halloween. And happy good evening for everyone. um, Before we start this evening session, there has been a mistake with our email. We had sent out an invitation for Diwali for tonight, so I hope you did not come for that. It was a mistake because we're celebrating Diwali on Saturday from 12 to 1, 12 to 2. So everyone is invited for that. That is an in-person program. It will be a program with art exhibition and performances and meditation, very engaging and different type of uh, celebration. But tonight, the session was on meditating minds, whispers of silence. And probably many of you have been working whole day, so maybe a bit tired. But we will still try and do a meditative session. And the idea is that we will do meditations, short meditations, and in between there is a possibility to ask questions or interact, share, and then more meditations. Anyone who has never meditated before? Anyone who has never been to Brahma Kumaris before? One, okay. Extra welcome. Just for me to get an idea of how to guide the session. My name is Rona, and I've been with the BKs for many, many years. studying, practicing, and sharing what I have learned myself. Um, before we go into deeper discussions, let us first do a relaxation exercise, but not a physical relaxation exercise, because we don't want to physically relax to fall asleep. We want to learn to relax in here, isn't it? Because sometimes even physically we might be very uh, tired. We still cannot sleep because here continues to spin. So let's have a practice where we relax the mind. Okay. So I'll speak a few words, see if you can follow, and try not to think anything else but what you hear for just a few minutes. So allow the body to be comfortable. Mind alert. And if possible, back straight, feet on the floor, head upright. And just pull the shoulders back. Comfortable, but not, how to say, letting go. And as if withdraw your attention from all the things that have happened today. And bring your attention here in this moment. Become aware of the atmosphere in the room. Become aware of the silence and the stillness in the room. Although there are others around and there may be some sound in the background, but there is a certain stillness. And just heighten your awareness. Perceive the presence of others. But also become aware of the rhythm of your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And become aware of the heartbeat. And how the heart pumps the blood to the different extremities and organs in the body. Become aware of the position of the shoulders and relax the muscles of the neck. Relax the muscles of the face. And now also become aware that you are experiencing all of this. There is this ability to experience the bodily sensation, to process the sounds. Become aware of the self as that being of consciousness. The one who is experiencing even the body, the one who is using the eyes to see, using the ears to hear, the inner being. And in the mind, we visualize a tiny point of light, like a star, serene, subtle, pure light. And just fill your mind with this image of this subtle, serene light. And we use this image to indicate this inner being, living light, invisible to the human eyes, but indicating consciousness, soul. The inner being is this invisible being of consciousness, operating this body from behind the eyes. I am this living light, the soul, and this body is my precious vehicle. I am light, timeless, free, serene, living light. And just immerse the mind in this sense of lightness, using this image in the mind of the tiny star, timeless living light, soul. And if other thoughts pop up in your mind, you don't fight with it, just let it pass and come back to the awareness of being light, peaceful, serene, imperishable, timeless, living light. And as we go through the rest of the evening, let us aim to hold this awareness of light, invisible, living light. Hold this image in your mind. Thank you. Om Shanti. Mm. How was the concentration? Very good. No? You could feel right? the, the silence and the stillness and the concentration. So who did that? Yeah. You did that. And we all together did that and created this atmosphere. This is the power of your own thoughts. This is the power of awareness. This is the power that you have over your mind. But normally we let that power go and we let the mind be influenced by all kinds of whatever we see, whatever we hear, whatever people do, whatever they don't do. And then we create all kinds of thoughts and we create havoc inside, and then we are properly stressed out. And who does that? Also, we ourselves. So the first steps in meditation is to realize the power that you have over your own mind and that you have the power of thought. And we need to learn to use it wisely. And sometimes people tell me, but what does it matter? This doesn't give me food to eat. This doesn't help me get more money. No, but it helps you get a clear mind. And with that clear mind, you can function better. You can interact better. You can do things with more clarity. Sometimes people will say, oh, I don't have time for this. I need to look for something, whatever, a job. But if you look for a job with your mind all over the place, or if you look for a job with a clear, clean, focused mind, there will be more chances. So, taking time for what we call mind care, what we call care for the inner being, that is not a luxury actually in today's world. It is a necessity. Now, there are many different meditation techniques, and there are many different meditation practices, and they have different aims. They have different methodology also. But there is benefit in probably all of them. There is, I haven't studied all of them, but there is benefit in at least focusing the attention inward. The technique that we practice here is called Raj Yoga. And Raj means king. Yoga means connection, awareness of truth. And so that awareness of truth that makes you king. King, not king sitting on some throne like Prince King Charles, but king of your kingdom. We all have our own kingdom. Our thoughts are part of our kingdom. Our reasoning power is part of our kingdom. Our habits and tendencies, they are part of our kingdom. These eyes are your subjects. And this, what is this called? Tongue is another subject. And these ears are your subjects also. His nose. Do they do what you want? Is the king in charge or are they in charge? So Raj Yoga is the meditation where at one level you take back the mastery over your own kingdom. You become master again over your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, your habits, your emotions, your reasoning power, but also master again of the senses. Have you experienced that actually you don't want to eat, but still you eat? Most people in America, I think. So who is boss there? Hmm? Yeah, Mr. So meditation is aimed at becoming master again of the self. And more we become master of the self, master of this body, master of our inner world, we begin to become aware of ourselves as non-physical beings. And also we can start to experience, perceive the company of the king. The king means the supreme soul, God. More you bring your consciousness at that level, you can experience the presence of one who is ever pure, ever powerful, ever wise, ever loving. So you become king again and you connect your mind, you align your mind and your thoughts with the Supreme. And that brings out the highest feelings within yourself. Raj Yoga meditation. And to do that, first of all, it is important that we become aware of ourselves as not just bodily beings. Body is there, but body is like the car. But the one driving the car is different from the car, no? Isn't it? Car is a Toyota. The driver doesn't say, I am Toyota. That is characteristic of the car. And there is different Toyota, there is Lexus, there is Tesla, there is Mercedes, whatever. But drivers are different from the car. So bodies are very sophisticated vehicles. But we are not the vehicle. We are the one using the vehicle, steering the vehicle. This body is entrusted to us for a temporary period. This body belongs to matter. Nature has given me on loan, so I use it, but I am not the body. So that also means male or female is like Toyota or Tesla. But the being is neither male nor female. Beyond gender, being of consciousness. Being of consciousness, soul, is neither black, white, or anything in between. That is the color of the car. But the being is light, awareness, made initially and originally made up of peace, made up of love, made up of joy. We are beings of peace, invisible experiencers, souls. And we come in bodies and bodies, bodies and variety activities and variety parts. We play the part, but behind and beyond are the living lights. Now, the true meaning of Diwali, the festival of lights, is when all of us become aware of ourselves as light. And that light of truth awakens within our awareness that we are not gross, mere mortals. We are living spiritual beings of light. And meditation is knowing this, understanding this, but also experiencing this, that it becomes a living reality. That when I look at you, I know I have these eyes and I see, but what I see is what? What I see is the vehicle. Very good. But the one steering the vehicle is the living being, the soul. And as souls, we are like a family of invisible spiritual beings, living lights. So meditation is about growing in this awareness, becoming aware that there is a physical, visible dimension, but there is a non-physical, invisible dimension. And to begin to be more receptive and perceive that invisible. Right here, 4, 10, 11, there are 12. There are 12 of us, invisible beings of consciousness. But also 12 cars. Car is a little bit disrespectful because compared to a car, this vehicle is much more intricate and sophisticated, but still, it is a vehicle. Okay. So let's have another meditation practice. Yeah. Deepening this awareness of self as this living light. Just give me a minute. I need to get something for the throat. Again, relax but alert, alertly relaxed. And consciously create this awareness that here is a physical dimension, bodies and sound and movement and objects. But there is also an invisible dimension, non physical. Our thoughts, for example, are non physical, invisible. And just become aware of yourself and get a sense of this non physical energy that is you, the energy of your thoughts, the dynamics of your feelings and emotions and memories and intention and attitude, and the vibes that are emanating from your mind. Not judging or condemning or being impressed, just aware of these two sides, the physical body and bodily sensations and movements and sound. This much more subtle and invisible being of consciousness, like an invisible presence behind the eyes, in the center of the forehead. Bring timeless, living life. I am this being of light. And we use this image of a tiny star, and we hold this image in the mind. And as if fill your mind just with this tiny star and radiating light. And there may be some sound in the background and some moving around, but you hold this awareness. Don't allow mind to be distracted. I am this being of light. And body is like a costume to play the part. Different roles we play in this drama of human life. But the living, conscious being transcends the body. I am timeless. I am a being of peace. A being of light. Free, innocent, innately pure. And just immerse the mind in this experience of silence, of stillness, of timelessness. As if like flying with the mind, free. Pure. How comfortable, how pleasant this state. Because this is in alignment with what is natural and what is our innate nature. This is the real self, the soul. The truth about the self is beautiful and great. The truth of everyone is beautiful and great. We just have to wake up and recognize who we truly are. Free, pure, timeless, innately God-like. And holding this truth and holding this awareness in mind as we go and continue the journey through time and space, and as we come again into sound and action. Thank you. Om Shanti. Going quite well. Hmm? Anyone want to say anything, ask anything? Hmm? No questions? It's clear? Or you don't want to break the silence? Mm, mm. So the question is if in Raj Yoga we focus on breathing as well. Not really, but we use it as a technique to just kind of calm down and what is the word? Become focused and bring your attention here But once we're in what is called soul consciousness, breathing is naturally calm. When you're in that state of heightened spiritual awareness, in that state of peace, it naturally makes the body also function more harmoniously. But this practice of focusing on breath, or at least initially, the first one I was saying, become aware of your breathing and the rhythm, inhale. It helps you to collect your thoughts, to bring your thoughts in this moment, because otherwise it is work and dinner and news and elections and whatever goes on. But because you as if take a bodily physiological function and you're focusing on it, you as if withdrawing your attention from all of that. And it becomes more easy also to become aware of the one who is using the body. But ultimately, it is not about breathing exercise as such. Nothing wrong with breathing exercises, but this is not the focus. The focus is on your mental posture, as if, is it, what is my awareness of identity? No, we were saying the real self, the soul, is not male nor female. It's not defined by race or culture or religion. Those are bodily identities. But soul, a spiritual being, transcends all of that. And so to hold that mental posture of an invisible experiencer or an invisible observer, observer of this drama of human life. Now, one very, at least I feel, very beautiful understanding in Raj Yoga is that we souls, we are guests here. We are guests in this body, and we are guests on this planet. We don't belong here. We have come to visit. We have what, and visit is like holiday. But what happens with us, we forget that we are visitors. We think this is me and this is mine and mine and mine and mine and mine. And then we get in all kinds of bondages and entanglements and complicated emotions. But to hold that mental posture of a traveler, of a guest, guest in this body. So a guest uses everything. A guest feels comfortable, but guest doesn't say, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. No, you are guests here at the center, and you're sitting on a chair. You don't say, my chair. But you can use it comfortably. You can use it a whole hour. If you stay longer, you can use it longer. But we don't get into this mindset of mine. But in the bigger scheme of things, we get into that illusionary idea that we can own things. We like this word mine. You know what the most used word is in the dictionary of human beings in wherever culture? I and mine. In the guest consciousness, we are trustees and things are entrusted to us, but nothing is truly mine. So I use it with respect and I learn from it, care for it, but you don't get into this mind. And why not? What is wrong with getting into this mind from a spiritual perspective? Yeah, very good. Excellent. Moment you think mind, you get into this, it is temporary. So anything that is temporary, the moment I think is mine, the second thought becomes I can lose. I might lose. I will lose at some stage. And this word lose creates sadness and anxiety and disturbances, negative emotions. Well, if it is entrusted to me, I care for it, I appreciate it, I love it, but I don't get into bondage, emotional bondage, and the negative undercurrent, or what will happen if I lose. And moment we get into sadness, in this undercurrent of anxiety and loss, our peace is gone. And once our peace is gone, when there is anxiety, we cannot truly love. And we can also not truly be happy. We can get excited or get into some, what is it, rush of passion, but deeper undercurrent is anxiety to lose. And moment I get into this, I might, this anxiety, we lose the ability to enjoy truly. So the understanding is to play the game of human life without getting into this bondage. Me, my, I. Just passing through. Appreciate. And everything becomes an extra gift. Every interaction becomes an extra gift, and you appreciate, you care, you love, and you do not get into this emotional entanglement and bondage and the negative emotions. So this mental perspective of a traveler, the perspective of a guest, one who has come from another dimension, one who belongs to God, is God-like in nature. And we have come here to play the game of human life. And we play well if we express our God-like nature and stay free. If we are deceived, we think, oh, mine, then this game becomes a punishment and war and sadness. So these are some of the context of why to meditate, to reaffirm that guest consciousness, that traveler consciousness, that observer consciousness, that player. We have come here to play the game of human life. To play the game, we should know the rules, but we should also know who we truly are and not confuse ourselves with something temporary. Okay? Any thoughts? Time goes so fast. Mm. 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 How to remain detached, how to be that guest without becoming indifferent. That is the word. indifferent. Actually, um, we can only truly care if we are free internally. We can only care if we are free from anxieties. Otherwise, our love and our care is conditional, is transactional. And that is also not truly love. That means I can give you if you give me. That is not really true love. Things become transactional. And indifference actually comes from a state of ego. And I'm trying to protect the ego. It becomes selfish and self centered. Whilst if we are free internally, if we hold that guest traveler awareness, our natural nature manifests. And our natural nature is one of care and love. And indifference comes from a state of emptiness, whilst care comes from a state of inner fullness. For example, one friend one time told me, but Rona, if I do like that, then I become free from expectations, then I will just not do anything. Just sit at home and just do nothing. I will not go to work anymore and I will forget about the company. Indifferent attitude towards everything. But that comes from a state of emptiness, a state of, what is the word? Yeah, ignorance, emptiness. But if there is the awareness of the self as a guest, but as a God-like being, and the more you are coming into this space of this peace, this freedom, feelings of love emerge, then you naturally want to give. And then you go out to do, not to get, but you go out to do, to give. And so even work is not to get, but it is to share and to offer something to society that will benefit many. So we are either in this taking mode, needing mode, or in a giving mode. And indifference is when we're in this needing mode. So, but when you're full, you naturally give. I'm not sure if this makes sense. So time goes so fast. They did in the 80s, 1980s, they did a lot of behavioral studies, human behavioral studies. And one of the studies in Harvard psychology, sociology department, and one of the studies, they studied human attitudes and attitude that people have when they come in social gatherings. And what they have observed is there are grossly three types of attitude that people have. So they come in, the first type is, and they look around and they think, what can I get here? What here I can take? Maybe even physically, what can I take? This is the attitude. I've come here to get, to take. The second type of attitude is the complainers. Now, they come and everything is a problem. Why is the light like this? Why the color of the wall like this? Why these flowers not white but red? Why these people sitting like this? Why not like that? The weather, this mind that constantly complaining. Probably not only in Europe. So this is second type. The third type of attitude and mental positioning is they come in and they think, okay, how can I contribute? How can I collaborate? How can I cooperate? And it is very interesting because what they did, they tried to follow these people for 20 years, and every 3 months interview them for their live events and follow up. And it was quite amazing because which one of the three do you think had a feeling of fulfillment about their life and their job? People who always give. Who were the worst off? No, the complainers. Mm. Complaining is also a form of taking, but at least the takers are still kind of, yeah, there's still some action there. Entrepreneurship, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Who do you think of these three had the most uh, pleasant and fulfilling experiences in relationships? Private, in personal relationship or work relationship? The third. The worst, the complainers. Nobody want to be with the complainers. But I have to get out of here, that kind of feeling. um, those who are the givers, they were generally most settled also and successful in their social and their what is it? Their working environment. But what is even more interesting, even health-wise, the givers were generally the most physically healthy also. And so this is, this guest mindset, this traveler mindset. I don't want to take anything. These are sightseeing we're passing through. Let me live from the inside out instead of the outside in. You appreciate everything, you accept, and you have come to share your specialities, to learn from the specialities of others, to see and acknowledge the beauty of everyone. But I don't need to have any. Hold on. Okay, time is up. Sorry. I mean, we can continue, but we all have to. So let's close with a few minutes of silence, but also every Thursday we have these sessions, and in the month of November we will also have Tuesday sessions. On the desk you can find the flyer. You can always go on our website and see the different programs. We have courses in meditations, and this Saturday we have Diwali celebration. So you're most welcome to come for that and bring another. Here all are welcome. All are welcome. All are welcome. Yes. So let's have a moment of silence. And just in that silence, come back to this awareness of yourself as this invisible being of consciousness. And use the image of light, tiny star, to as if indicate this true self, the soul. appreciating the drama, appreciating the body, but knowing the self to be light, timeless, imperishable, being of light, being of peace, being of love, free.